Personal account 300 on the LF 150.
So total you got, let's say, $500, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. We need that 4K payout. At least we need the 4K payout and play out perfectly right here. Stop loss below this or take profit. You can put it into one risk reward. Take the day off. There we go. Take
Yeah.
profit. So let's scale that payout for you and let's create that perfect team with two legendary folks. So first thing first, we're gonna start today trading day. So date is today 21. First, we're gonna check the high impact news. Let's see what we have today. Today, what we can see, we have, let's say, high impact. We had a high impact news on the GBP, but we don't have any high impact news today. Today's Tuesday, nothing special in the market. So just to confirm, guys, can you see my share screen?
Yep, you can see it.
All right. All right, good. Okay. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you guys the way that I'm going to watch this. So first thing first, I have six pairs on my watch list that I'm taking a look at every day. And I'm filtering out those watch lists to take the best ranges and the best playgrounds to focus on. So, for example, I'm going to start with the gold. So the first thing first for me is I'm looking at the market structure on the daily time frame. Just making sure that I read my analysis. So what I can see, market structure here, the last recent break for me, it's bearish to the downside, right? And we have a close with the buy. So my market structure is bearish. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the Asia session. Just draw the Asia session first, since we don't use any indicators here. 23 till 7 a.m. UK time. So this is going to be the Asia session that I'm going to have for today. Market structure is bearish. Yesterday candle is bearish. I'm going to take the key level on daily time frame. So the nearest POI, since I'm going to take it on daily, the nearest POI above the open area for me, it's the 50% of this I'm going to get away. And below this, what I can see, I have the 50% here. If I go to the line chart, what I can see the support break didn't able to be resisted. Now here acts as a support. Okay. So which mitigated inside the Asia section. So the both area that I choose got mitigated inside the Asia section. So what I need to do, I need to go to the 4-hour time frame and retake these levels again. The nearest POI above the Asia high, what I can see, the 50% got mitigated. What else I have here? The 50% of this unmitigated wick. Below the Asia low, what I have here again, I have the 50% unmitigated wick. So since I'm in a bearish market structure, this is going to be my daily pro cable. This is going to be my daily opposite here. Now, I'm going to look for my major range. The way I'm looking at the major range, it's dropping down in the 1-hour time frame. What I can see, I have a clean, strong high that is matched with my pro kilo. Stop on a break of market structure, the Q information. Now we're going to look for the same Q information for my weak low, which is going to be stop hunt and the break of market structure. So this is going to be my strong high, and this is going to be my weak low. Now, the way I'm looking at the minor ranges, the internal range liquidity, it's basically what we can see here. Price take out this internal, and I don't have any traps here. So for us, it's so important to identify the trap after we identify the major range. Now, you need to understand that trap is going to be our main target to target on the, that's going to be our main target for the scalping, right? Now, you need to understand if the trap, the inducement trap, or after the Asia close, we cannot target it as our scalp target. Okay, that's the most important thing you need to understand. The targets you want to, the traps you want to target should form before the A-sharp close. In this case, we have the internal, which get taken out. So in this case, I will going to wait till price taps at the pro key level. Here, if price taps at the pro key level, I can expect a major move happen. So I can look for a PA here. I can look for a confirmation entry. And if I want to scalp, what I'm going to need to do, I'm going to wait for one shift in trend, maybe on the 30-minute or 50-minute time frame, once price tapped to here, one shift in trend to downside. So I can make sure there's some sort of confirmation that price is going to come to downside. And I'm going to draw my obstacles here on the same time frame that identified my range. And I can basically look for scalp onto basically the external. Now, if you're day trading, you can just wait for the PA here. If you're scalping and day trading, what you can do, you can basically look for a shift in trend or confirmation tree once price taps the daily pro key level, and you can look for the sales right here. So that's going to be my analysis for the gold. Just going to move on to the euro USD. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to draw the Asia session, 50-minute time frame. I'm going to get back to the daily time frame, look for my market structure. My market structure here is last recent break. I can see it's a break of market structure to the upside, but the close is with the week. So here is the BOS manipulation comes to play. Like we need to go to the 4-hour time frame to look for the shift in trend. This is the last streak in the confirmation formed before the break of market structure on day. And what I can see, it's breaking out, so it's got taken out. So that's mean the shift in trend confirms it, right? So that's mean I'm in a bearish market structure. Get back to the data tool for my key levels. I can see that yesterday's bearish too. So I'm going to take my key levels on data time frame. Nearest POI, above this what I can see. In this case, I have the unmitigated weight. Below, I have a 50% line here. Now, if I go to the 4-hour time frame, I can see this one didn't got mitigated. This is going to act as my daily pro key level. But this one got mitigated. So below the Asia low, up to this 50%. Then I'm going to get right here. This is going to be my daily obstacle. Now, I'm going to look for my major range. Get back to the 1-hour time frame. I have this strong high. I have the stop one right here. And I have a break of market structure. That's going to be my strong high. And for the week low, I have the stop one and I have the break of market structure right. That's going to be my week low. Now for the traps, what I can see, I have an internal rigidity right here. I have an internal rigidity right here, which form which is basically it's below the pro key level is below it. So what I need to do, I can refine my pro key level, and I can put a refinement above this area. So what is the nearest PI above this? Because if you take a look, I choose this unmitigated wick as my daily pro key level on the daily time frame, so I can refine it. In the 4-hour time frame, the nearest POI above that, what I can see is kind of, we can go with this resistant break to resistant. Okay, that's the nearest refinement I can do. So I'm just going to mark this as this one. That's my refinement. And yep, this is going to be my range. Now, what I want to do, I want to target. Here's the most important thing to understand. I want to target the basically internal as my trap, right? So I'm going to draw the obstacle to the left. At the same time frame, I choose the range. What I have here, I had a break block. That's going to be my first obstacle. Above that, what I have, let's see, order block at this obstacle. That's it. These are the two main obstacles that I have. So what I need to do, I need to go to the 5-minute time frame. I want to look for buy onto the internal. Price tapped in. Looking for my minor range. Stop hunt. I got the break of market structure. The nearest liquidity below this, what I can see, it's we can say this one and this one, these two. This is the nearest liquidity. This, I don't know, we can say this trend line right here. It's gonna act as my liquidity right here. My liquidity connection, because I have a trend line and I have the order flow in place, right? And below these strong, let me see, what about this one? This one is open. We can also take this one because price tapped in, give us a reaction here, but let's just take this one, right? And for the strong low, if I take this as a stronger right here, so yeah, it's going to be under 50%. So I'm just going to give myself a little bit more space to take my strong low. So this is going to be my internal range. This is going to be my minor range here, strong low on the weak high. This is going to be the minor range. This is going to be the minor range that I can buy until the external. And the nearest POI below the internal, if I want to look for it, can go to the high time frame. I have the 50% right here for POI. So I can wait to price to lower, take this internal, and go after the area and can look for buy right here. But what I want, why I want to waste my time, I can also look for the macro ranges. That means I can scalp onto the internal and get taken out. So you're going to use the same thing here. Again, what we can see, we want to sell onto the internal, price tap to the obstacle right here. I can go to the 1 minute time frame. What I can see a stop hunt and the break of market structure right here. That's going to be my weak low. And the liquidity, the nearest above this, I got this one. There's no order flow with these two. So this is going to be my safe internal. And the strong high above this, I have this one. So this is going to be my macro range right here. And the nearest high time frame POI above this, maybe on 5 minute time frame, I can see an imbalance going here. And I can look for sell. Yeah, I can look for sell right here. I can wait to price take out the internal. I can look for sell, stop loss above the strong high, came lower, and I can continue looking for sells until the internal be taken out. So if I want to give you guys a summary right here, what we can expect is price take out the internal. This is going to be micro range, play out here. Again, take out the external, we can basically look for some sort of thing right here. Now, if price failed this range here, okay, we can do the same thing again. We can look for the minor range first by looking at the weak high, and we can continue the same structure. Do we have any question here? Any question?
I'm good on my end.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm going to continue. So now we're going to go with the UF30. I'm going to draw my Asian session first. So this is going to be the Asian session. Mark the structure here. It's bearish. Last recent break is bearish right here. Yesterday candle, it's bearish too, so I need to take POI in the daily time frame. The nearest POI above this, what I can see, it's the indicator wick right here, and below I have the 50%. So I think they both need to get inside the Asian session. All right, this sitting on to get inside the Asian session. I'm going to retake the obstacle. Nearest POI below the Asian low for me is this support, we can say. This might be the obstacle. For the range, on the 1 hour time frame, we have stop hunt, we have a break market structure right here. For the week low, we have also the stop hunt, and we have the break market structure right here. That's going to be a strong high, that's going to be a weak low. So the nearest the nearest liquidity here, if you want to use the liquidity connection, I have one here, these two creating, let's say, equal high liquidity connection, and target taken out. Price top really pro key level. Now my target is let me just make sure that price filled the 50% right here. Yeah, price need to fill the 50%. Okay, because this is not going to be the 50%. Then what I was going to do, I was going to refine my kind of POI, my pro key level to put it on the 50%. So this is going to be the refinement area, because you need to understand the rule. It's looking for, yeah, I think we have this one right here. This is support, break, to resistance. I get this one played out. Resistance, break, resistance. Kind of makes sense. Or let me just take this one. This one's kind of weird. The pro key level, this is a refinement here. So you need to understand the rule. It's looking for sale at the premium on the 50%. Doesn't matter the major range or minor range that you have. Now, what I'm gonna do for just to make sure, I'm gonna wait to price time to get the daily pro key level here. We can look for a PA right here with confirmation entry. Then after a shift in trend, what I can do, I can draw the obstacle, and I can look for sell until the action I can take. So that's going to be the U at 30. We can go with the NASDAQ. Asia low, Asia high. Start with big time frame. So market structure is bearish. This again is bullish. I'm going to drop down to 4 hour time frame. Nearest POI above this area. What you can see, it's we can say the nearest POI will have the imbalance here right here. This imbalance here right there. Up right here. And the nearest POI below this, we have this unmitigated right here. So since I'm in a bearish market structure, this is going to be the pro key level. This is going to be my daily obstacle. So if I want to look for, let's say, the bearish range, here what I have is, 1 hour time frame. If I choose this one as a strong high in the week low, I have the 50%. Strong high right here. That's going to be my strong high, and this is going to be my weak low right here. We have the stop height, and we have the break market structure. So now for the internal, I can see basically this is the safe internal I get taken out because there's no liquidity connection with the others. And this is the T2 formed before the Asia close. This is the important one, formed before the Asia close. So I can target this. And if I look for the obstacles here, we have a 50% here. Get back to 5-minute time frame, my minor range. So what I can see, price top dead, we had stop hunt, we had the break of market structure right here. The nearest liquidity is going to be this one for me. There's no liquidity connection with others. So this is going to be my safe internal, and the nearest strong low, stop hunt, and the break of market structure. So this is going to be the minor range. And as you can see, price tapped to this imbalance for our hidden base. and play out perfectly right here. Stop loss below this. For take profit, you can put it into one risk reward. This is the scalping chart you can go with. This play out perfectly right there, right? Now, if price take out the external and create another weak high, we can again enter a buy position until this inducement is taken out. The moment that inducement gets taken out, you're not going to do anything right here. All right. You're not going to do anything right here. You just need to wait for price, tap the daily pro key level. You can look for PA confirmation entry, and you can basically wait for a shift in trend. And you can look for sells after that. Any question on the NASDAQ?
Oh, good on that.
Perfect.
Good on my part.
All right. Glad to hear that. So let me just draw some 15-minute time frame. All right. Now, what we're going to do is going to kind of do the same thing for the S&P. Let's see. Market structure for me here, it's the last recent break. I can see it's the bearish to the downside. Yesterday again was bearish. The nearest POI above this we have 50%, and below we have this 50. This unmitigated right here. Both mitigated inside the A position. So the nearest POI for me above this area. Let's take a look. I think the 50%. Yeah, okay. We have the 50% right here. Below, I think we have this support area right here. This is my daily pro key level. That's going to be the obstacle. For the range, I have stop hunt, break of market structure, stop hunt and break of market structure. And yeah, the range is not clear on the 1 hour time frame, so I want to retake it on a 30-minute time frame. I have the stop hunt right here. Break of market structure right here. Stop hunt and the break of market structure right. So that's going to be my strong high. That's going to be my weak low. We have, take a look. Price take out the internal right here. Okay. Yeah, these two is not making the overflow. So this the internal get taken out. So what I need to do, I need to basically price top the daily pro key level. This is the shift in trend that I'm talking about. So price tapped in. Let's wait for this shift in trend right here. Because if you want to start scalping and you don't have a shift in trend, right? It's not going to kind of make sense. It's going to be kind of sort of, let's say, doesn't going to make sense, right? So we can look for a PA here. Like we've got the PA, you put entry here, stop loss kind of above this. We can look for the nearest liquidity. But on the S&Ps, let's wait for the shift in trend so we can sell until the external get taken out. So now take a look. I identify the gold. For the gold, nothing interesting. I need to wait. For the EU, I have a perfect. Take a look. Rise, tap in this area. Give us a reaction. It's the exact trade that I told you. We can target the external. But what I recommend, guys, don't go with the external. If you want to have a hybrid rate, always target the nearest liquidity. Which in this case, after price tapped in, this is going to be the nearest liquidity. You can target this one right here. So I'm going to keep the EU. US 30. I need to still wait. NASDAQ is good. I'm going to keep the NASDAQ. S&P is good. I'm going to keep the S&P. So see how I filter out my pairs. I'm choosing 2 to 2 pairs to focus on the London session. And once I go to the NY session, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to reanalyze them again. And based on the range and the playground, I'm just going to take 1 or 2, just filtering out. I'm just going to keep these 2. And I'm just going to focus on it. Do we have any question here? James, trust.
Not so much a question, but I literally had Euro USD marked it exactly the same as you, and I took a loss because I made one mistake. My micro range was in the same area, but I missed the breaker structure, and I used that as my internal range liquidity instead of the break. Entered and just took a loss. But I had my minor range marked it exactly the same. I found the internal range liquidity a bit tricky because, there's quite a lot of liquidity in that minor range. But
Mhm.
fortunately, I managed to mark out where you marked out for that. But it was just that one little error in my micro range trying to trade down, just like you did.
Okay, so you choose this as your
Um,
strong high?
yes, I did. Yeah,
Mhm.
I did.
Oh, okay. So you understand the mistake that you take, right?
Yes, I understand. I fully understand. My
Yeah.
psychology hasn't really been on point, but at least on the bright side of today, I've managed to mark this out pretty much exactly the same as you have. Have my minor range and almost my micro range exactly the same, but you chosen the IRL, and I didn't realize my mic was muted, but I didn't see the error that I made, and I actually asked you why you took that as your strong high for your well the higher up the top part of the where you marked for your micro range, but now I can see why because I literally used my internal range liquidity as the point of entry rather than the actual QM confirmation.
Hmm. Yeah. So, regarding your psychology, you booked a call with me this week, right?
Yeah, on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Friday? Okay. So we're gonna hop
yeah,
on the call and we're gonna check your journal and we're gonna talk about the psychology, why your psychology wasn't stable. And
yeah,
but that's good that you understand the mistake. But always
yeah.
the one trick I can give you is just for the week high. Once you identify the, let's say, stop point right here, for example, look for the first break of market structure pattern just for the week high and week low.
Yeah.
That's the number one tip I give right there.
I literally missed it. It's just because I'm scrambling to try and find trades. It's
Hmm.
just yeah. It's sort of I'm not going to take over this call, but we'll save it for another time. But yeah, that's really my issue, and it was a stupid mistake. Because I can see it clearly now. But it is what it is.
It's all good. It's all good. Share me the like you have the psychology checklist.
What's that, sorry?
Okay. So we are working on psychology checklist and a dashboard, which before you end like before you start a trading day, it's gonna be some sort of score that if you pass the score, you can trade that day. So I think
Oh
that's
yeah, I
the
remember you
number.
showing that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna work on that too. But the thing is, what is your daily limit? The daily limit that we designed for you?
What is in trading? One trade
Yeah.
and that's it. I've stuck to that.
It's all good. Take the day off.
Yeah,
You can still follow the market, but take the day off. There you go. Take
yeah.
profits. There you
That's
go.
brilliant.
Trust. Elisa, how you doing, Elisa? Mert,
I'm good, pro. And you?
you good? I'm good. Any trades, Elisa?
Yeah, I took the trade on EU right now.
For the euro? This one?
Yeah, yes.
Sir. On the 100K or on all of the accounts? The risk management that's designed for you.
Just on the personal account and on the SLF funded.
You don't take it on the 100K? Ah, you're not. Okay, okay, wait. Yeah. We're not going to trade macro range. We designed the risk management and you're not going to trade
Yes.
macro range. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, Elisa, we need that 4K payout. Elisa, we need the 4K payout. James, we need your first 2K payout. Christopher, we need your first four-figure payout before the September. And Clay and other people right here. Mert, how you doing, Mert? You good?
Thanks,
How you
Abel.
doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good. Your bro Elisa's cooking inside the inner
Yeah, I
circle.
know it. I know it.
I told Elisa let the Mert join in. Come on.
I'm a little bit busy here. Goes
It's
to
all
work
good,
and
bro.
something, but
It's all good.
I'm trying my best.
Yes, sir. Let's scale that payout for you and let's create that perfect team with you and Elisa. Mert and Elisa. Two legendary folks. How you doing, Clay? You good? Kojo, Ben, Trust. I would thank yes. I also took the EU trade. Thanks. Perfect.
Hey, well,
How you
this
doing,
is
Ben? You
Ben.
good?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm still getting my way through your videos, so I'm just watching.
Mm-hmm. So you're starting new, right?
Yeah,
Perfect. If you have any questions, just hit me up, okay?
great. Thanks.
Perfect. Awesome. Do we have any question here? All clear? Now, just one thing one thing to mention. The trade idea system. As you can see, there's a lot of small changes happening for the overall thing in the system. But the most important one is the trade idea. I used to send let's say, 10 minutes video about the trade idea and break down my trades every day. And I realized not a lot of you guys able to watch that video, especially because the trade idea, the goal is to give you the perspective fast as possible and you can execute it yourself. So what we did, we planned to post a trade idea as a text, full text breakdown, and which is you're going to see, for example, today we don't have any high impact news. My watch list is EU, US 30, and I think the S&P and the Nasdaq. So you are going to receive something like this, that you're going to have the market structures and all the things here in place as a picture, and also with the text information. So for example, I'm going to do an example right now. So for example, if I start with the Euro USD, I'm going to every day post the EU, the market structure, which is going to be VOS manipulation. I'm going to post basically the photos and the explanation, and you're going to receive it on the trade idea. You can open the Notion, and you can also save the Notion for yourself. So you can save the Notion on your trading dashboard. But yeah, after the call, I'm going to post a recording for you all, and I'll be going to also post a trade idea so you can have a direct access to it. Perfect, guys. That was an awesome live trading session. Like we traded the EU. We got one win here. At least I caught it. Blake caught it. I don't know. James was a little unfortunate, but it's all good. Elisa, how much did you make on your personal account on this trade?
On the personal account, 300, and on the SLF, 150.
Sir, so in total you got, let's say, $500, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. That's what we're talking
Hey,
about.
Ibo. Hello, Ibo. Can you hear me?
Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Very good.
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good.
Could you take a look at the GU?
GU, I didn't trade GU today because of a lot of movement inside the Asia section. You see here, I think the pro key levels get failed, so I don't look at the GU today. But if the market structure is bullish, it's again is bearish. So I need to go to the 4-hour time frame after the Asia session. If I draw the Asia session right here, what we can see, it's like 23 to 7. This is going to be the Asia session right here. On the 4-hour time frame, what we can see, price. We have this is the daily pro key level, obstacle. I'm sorry, market structure is bullish, so this is going to be on pro key level. This is going to be the obstacle here. And for the range, you need to wait to the range to hit 4. So we need to go to the 15-minute time frame, stop on break of market structure, strong low. Stop on break of market structure, internal right here. Maybe you can caught a sell here in the minor range. But the reason that I didn't trade the GU today because the correlation was a little bit weird. And to be honest, I don't like the price action. But would you have any question on GU?
Yeah, I am. I have entered that sell from that fair value gap.
Right here. So that's a perfect sell right here. You had the obstacle here,
Yeah.
price tapped in. You went to the, I think you need to go to the 1-minute time frame to take a look. This is going to be a stop hunt. This is going to be break of market structure. This is going to be the nearest trap you're going to have. It's not a 3CF. It's going to be a safe internal. And this is going to be a strong high, weak low. This is going to be a minor range right here. And if you enter the sell, this is a perfect sell that you caught.
Yeah,
That's
I have
about
entered that. Yeah, I have entered on the 15-minute.
on a 15-minute POI, you
Yeah,
mean?
the fair value gap.
Yeah. Here,
The
the balance
imbalance.
here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this makes sense. Great job, nice.
Thanks, man.
I marked up GU with a 15-minute major range. I just posted in the chat there
Yeah, you
the
can see it
minor
right now.
range trade that I didn't actually take but played out.
See, good. Yeah, I think on the Friday, what we're gonna do, James, I'm gonna take a look to your journal, and I will see the risk management that the design is gonna actually make sense or not. Based on the psychology notes that we put in, I will going to decide if we can add basically one more room to trade, like for example, change your let's say daily loss to two trade instead of one, or maybe keep it to
Yeah.
the one. So we need to check. I need to check your basically the psychology notes that you put there. Perfect.
That's all good.
Yeah, all good. You're doing a great job, man. You just you mastered the basic strategies. All good. Just it's a little bit, that's the reason that we're doing forward test streams to
Yeah.
find out a spot and basically double down on it.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Christopher, do you have any question?
No, bro, I'm just observing, watching,
Perfect.
just prepping for days ahead.
Perfect. All right, guys. Do you have another question?
I think you should read the chat too. I think someone asked a question.
There's no question here. Hi, Paul. I'm doing good. How are you? You good, bro? There's no question in the chat. You're not seeing a question in the chat. Perfect. All right, guys. I'm gonna post a recording for you all, and our next session is gonna be on the Thursday. We're gonna trade the London and New York session together, so it's great to join. And we're gonna have one more weekly call on the Friday, which I'm trading at SOP. So it's gonna be a weekly group call, which I will going to also post the details soon. Thank you, and if you have any questions, just let me know. And yeah, that's it. Wish you a great trading day. Just take a look at the EU, Nasdaq, and S&P. I'm gonna also post the trade ID as a text again and reporting so you can have access to it. Take care, guys. We're gonna stay in touch. Cheers. Bye bye.
Thanks, Seaball. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye bye.
Bye, well, thank you.